If I wanted more money, I'd be making mukbangs, honey.
You are a disrespectful piece of...
Hello, my skinless chicken nuggets. I hope everybody is doing very, very well today. Amberlynn has posted another vlog, and believe it or not, she addresses some rumors. She addresses her audience. She talks a little bit of shit, but first things first, we're starting off with Twonk. Ever since Wifey got into the picture, Twonk has lost a lot of weight. She looks gorgeous. Absolutely cute, a little bit of powder sugar face, love it. And she gets her nails trimmed every 3 weeks apparently, and she goes on adventures, and I absolutely love to see that. But that's the only thing I have to say. Well, the only nice thing about this vlog, in my opinion. But let's see, let's not judge, okay?
It's big. It's everything I needed more.
That's what she said, but alright, now we're going in for the weigh-in.
Okay, guys, so day 2.
I feel that she is trying to squeeze in as much content into one video as much as possible, because she's trying to catch up in time for Vlogmas. She has so far been at least 10 days behind that we know of, but now you can see the weigh-ins every single day. As I said, I have no idea how or why that would be helpful for her, but whatever. She had one poster board and she has another one because she messed something up, and I'm just gonna say it. I absolutely feel that. It would drive me bonkers if I had to cross something out on a list like that. I 100% would start over myself, believe it or not. That's how quirky I am. I'm just so unique. I'm just so silly.
Ozempic. I feel like in my live stream, I was kind of blindsided. I wanted to talk about it when I was ready. It's different to ignore up to 10 times being asked the same question, but when it's more than that, a lot more than that, repeatedly for like an hour on end, it's kind of hard to ignore.
Oh, really? Is it really hard to ignore? So how about you address the fact that you've been absolutely lying about dating Wifey and not Wifey and somebody else? There's only been one girlfriend after Becky. Why you keep lying about that? I keep asking it and I have no absolute answers. So how about you quit? I would love to hear now why you lied.
Unfortunately, when I first started Ozempic, which is something my doctor recommended to me, when I went and saw my doctor, she actually had a few weight loss medicines that I could use, and I chose Ozempic out of like the 3 or 4 that she suggested because I had heard so many good things about Ozempic. She, obviously she knows my health and my health history, all my numbers, etc., etc. And I told her, I was diagnosed with gallstones almost a decade ago from rapid weight loss. I lost 89 pounds. I know those famous 89 lbs. I haven't talked about those in forever. I lost in 6 months. Rapid weight loss is considered 1 to 2 pounds a week over several weeks. If it's happening for months, rapid weight loss.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's rapid weight loss, but does it really matter if somebody is almost 600 pounds? Does it make that much of a difference if it's rapid or not? Like, you're bound to lose a lot of weight if you really try at this kind of mass. I don't see how that is a problem. I am very confused.
At the same time that they noticed from my CT scans that I have sludge in my gallbladder. So my doctor told me, okay, you need to stop taking Ozempic.
So this very long story short, she basically spoke to her doctor. She said, hey, if you have gallbladder issues, we have to stop Ozempic. And you guess what? The gallstone bladder issues have happened and she had to stop Ozempic. That's literally it. And my thing is, perhaps this is the reason that she was so crushed, but she couldn't talk to us about it. Has she stopped taking it that long ago and just didn't tell us? I'm wondering if that's the actual soul-crushing thing that she was mentioning. You guys remember a while ago she was baiting the heck out of it. So I'm wondering, could that be it? Either that, my other theory is that she maybe temporarily broke up with Wifey, kind of. That's what I'm thinking.
And I had a moment where I was like, can we just give it one more chance? Can we wait until I'm in pain one more time? Because I did not want to stop Ozempic. I wanted to keep increasing my dose and I wanted to see how it would do for me. And I just wanted to get to the highest dose there was. Truly didn't want to let people down.
And here it is. This is precisely the reason why she fails every single time. She's not doing it for herself. She said she didn't want to let us down. Why the frick do you care? What does it matter if we're let down or not? This is for you. It's your health. It's your life. It doesn't literally matter what people on their internet say, right? I know it's your job and whatnot, but like, this is the worst reason to want to do something. Absolutely the worst reason.
And questions of people saying like, what do you mean rapid weight loss? You didn't lose rapidly. And my doctor explained to me, which you can actually look it up and Google it as well. Rapid weight loss is when you lose 1 to 2 pounds or more a week for weeks on end. And not only did I do that over a decade ago when I first started having gallbladder problems, but I also did that this last year. I was like 106 in like 12 months. So when you do the math, that is rapid weight loss. So I don't know why people are, constantly just like trying to tell me that my doctor's wrong. I understand doctors aren't perfect. I have recently been misdiagnosed multiple times.
Yep, we know you've lost 100 pounds. You've been telling us a lot, but you've also gained it all back. So I don't know if it matters a whole lot. And when it comes to being this misdiagnosed, I have some more doubts about that. Was she really actually misdiagnosed? Or did the doctor say, well, it could be this or it could be that, and she just kind of took it and ran away with it, like she did with bipolar and like she did with other diagnoses before? Because I don't know if she was for sure misdiagnosed. I just don't believe it. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I don't believe that she was misdiagnosed. I think she just heard what she wanted to hear and then just went home and told us whatever she felt like. That's what I think.
You know how I got gallstones? Because I was there. I did the damn thing. I did lose weight rapidly. And gallstones also are triggered by yo-yo dieting and yo-yo, like losing weight, like losing, gaining. And you guys know that I definitely suffer from that. But yeah, it's been so long since I've had, gallbladder pain. And here I am. I was having it and I had to tell my doctor because I want us to have that trust.
Well, I guess she at least can have trust with her doctor since she can't be, having that kind of trusty relationship with her audience despite YouTube being her job and being on YouTube for 10 years. That's too much to ask.
About it because I was just like, damn. I mean, I waited till I got home and I cried about it. It actually made me a little anxious. I had like a little mini panic attack. I was truly afraid to even tell you guys because so many of you weren't believing in me and you guys were placing bets on how long she was going to do it and when she was going to give up and all this stuff. And it's just upsetting. Like so many people expect me to fail because I've failed so many times. And it's just unfortunate that it's like my body is currently failing me without me even doing anything.
No, sis. No. Let's backtrack a little bit. It's not your body failing, fucking whatever. It's you failing again. And we make bets because it's just an absolute cycle now that we know you will fail because you have failed us and you failed yourself multiple times before. It's just too many times to count at this point. And again, this smug attitude and absolutely not taking any responsibility, any accountability, nothing. Oh, it's just my body failing me, blah, blah, blah. Again, yeah, sure, buddy. It's just your body failing. It's not you failing.
Wait for your problems. Ma'am, what? I am anti-health at every size, and I will always be anti-health at every size. And I do know that my weight plays a problem in a lot of my health problems. Also, back to the gallbladder.
Well, I'm glad she said something that I actually can agree with her on. Health at every size is not really a thing. It does not mean that if you're skinny, you're 100% sick, or if you're super fat, you're 100% sick. But, not being at an average healthy weight, there's gonna be consequences. Looking at me, you wouldn't be able to tell I have a chronic disease despite my size either. But I feel like healthy at every size is just an excuse to be absolutely morbidly obese and not feel bad about it.
I just literally feel like I am constantly having to explain myself to people, and I hope that I will get better with that, maybe better with explaining myself and answering questions that frustrate me. I just have been seeing so many people like thinking that they know my health records, and it is so weird. It is so weird.
What a wild concept that you actually have to explain yourself, even though you made your entire life revolve around a channel that is solely dedicated to you and you alone, especially now since there's no side characters, and I don't count Shins as side characters, okay? And I see that she's frustrated because people keep trying to diagnose her or say she has something when she doesn't or she doesn't when she does. And I am not surprised. I've seen a lot of voices in the community saying that they don't believe a lot of the diagnoses she has or had in the past. Like that one time, she was apparently diagnosed with binge eating disorder, but by the time she was claiming that, the diagnosis didn't even exist. And then she admitted later on, years after, that she kind of heard it and ran with it without having a formal diagnosis. A lot of people don't believe that she's seen the lymphedema specialist. They think that she just kind of made that up because she found something that kind of fitted whatever is going on with her. Some people don't believe that she has bipolar, solely because her diagnoses are not very consistent with how it usually happens. I think she was at like one appointment and she was diagnosed with like 27 different diseases. That's really improbable. And I'm not surprised people don't trust her. She has no reputation left, and it's solely because of her.
That might be one of the weirdest things about being part of this community. Like, I am clearly the focal point in this community that I don't know how to get rid of the people who just insinuate that they know my health records and that they're my doctor. And I want those people to like either stop or just like go, because I just want love and kindness, and I want me to be kind to you guys, and I just feel like it's not kind when I'm constantly feeling like I'm answering hate.
I know this might be a little bit out there, but believe it or not, Amber, you do not have to address all the hate. And as I said many times before, everything that people say is a reflection of how you communicate and how poorly you're doing it. And as you can tell, she wants love and affection. That's what she wants, and she's not getting it, and it's frustrating for her. And I don't know if she understands why that is.
And it's just time that like I stand up for myself to a certain degree. Obviously, there's just so much drama all the time and so many lies that people say about me and things that I just find absolutely ridiculous. Like, but then there's things that are important to me, and my health has become very important to me lately, and it's something that I'm like passionate about. I'm passionate about fixing and changing my life, and it's so hard to do when like so many people just have the wrong idea of me, or they're like assuming things, and then people start believing the assumptions. Like, that is literally what reaction channels create. Like, they're creating a place for this to continue, and I don't know. They don't care. I probably shouldn't care, but I do care. I do care. Like, I want to be happy.
Slap my ass and call me surprised. She's blaming the reaction channels because people don't believe the crap she says. It's not like she's absolutely lied to us before. It's not like she has told us a diagnosis that has actually not been true. She self-diagnoses a lot, and we know it. She's the first person to get in line and be excited about getting a new diagnosis. It's like a sport for her. It's like collecting Pokemon. She could not be more elevated. You remember how happy she seemed when she was diagnosed with lymphedema? Who does that? Nobody does that. And at this point, I'm beginning to suspect that she's saying that it's all the reaction channel's fault just to get a reaction out of other people. Because when she says shit like that, it's inflammatory. It makes people upset. And I think at this point, she's doing it absolutely on purpose. I don't know, I just find it so absolutely difficult to believe that somebody would be this delusional. Would I be surprised? Not totally. But is it possible? Man, I don't know.